Hello folks, it's A Automotive Reviews. And today we have the 2021 Ford Bronco. And the question remains,
on that beat, going crazy.
why it can't use a spare wheel cover? Now there's no denying the Ford Bronco's cleverly designed vehicle. From the actual look of the SUV to the tiny bits that will make the owner's life that much easier. With actual customer deliveries yet to commence, there's still plenty of things to learn about the newcomer, some more important than others. For instance, there was the question of a hybrid powertrain for the Bronco, besides being almost mandatory to offer some sort of electrification, even partial. In today's climate, the problem has since been addressed via an official Ford image that was since withdrawn from circulation. The Bronco will have a hybrid option. The only question now is whether will it be a hybrid electric vehicle or PHEV. A slightly less important feature, but one that might have given Ford designers something to think about, was positioning the rearview camera. The tiny thing that makes reversing so much easier is now mandatory on all cars. So the Bronco had to find a place somewhere on this rear to accommodate the thing. Now with the number plates low on the bumper and a large spare wheel covering most of the tailgate, the only option left was the roof. Except that comes off as well on certain models, so it's no good. Easy, you'll say. Just do what the Jeep Wrangler did and put it in the center of the spare wheel hub. Yes, that would make sense. But given Ford removing the word Wrangler off the new Bronco tires, we'd imagine carrying over any solution from its greatest rival wasn't something the company was too keen at doing. And yet, that's where the reverse camera sits. The guys at Ford Authority found the answer to the question nobody was really asking. But while this solution does clear all the problems raised by positioning the camera elsewhere, it raises a new one. What if the Bronco owners will want to use a spare wheel cover? Well, it looks like it'll be one of the two. Either rely on the mirrors and your sense of space, or make a nice hole in that brand new cover and continue to enjoy the live feed on your display. And this is a new world first problem, definitely, but one that can lead to a bigger first world problem. If you fail to approximate the distance to that Bugatti behind you, you're gonna be crapped out of luck. And God hope the kid or child is not playing behind your vehicle. So you're gonna have to accommodate just for your own safety and for the safety of others. It would only make sense. Boy, what a nice SUV, folks. Look at these images. You know, to wrap it up, and not to only wrap it up, but that camera is very important, so we can't get We can't get rid of it for aesthetics. If you do that, you'll pay the price somehow, some way. So you want to keep that camera. Plus you want the 360 degree view. You don't want to kill that either. So there's a lot of good reasons to keep that. So the Ford Bronco, after ending production in 1996, the Bronco is going to truly make a comeback. And the whole world is just waiting. Now this SUV is going to be starting at $29,995. But you can easily add quite a bit to that price from there. The 4-door Bronco, which is going to start at $34,695, but can be optioned up to $60,800. Now, if you spring for the loaded first edition, a Wrangler can be just as pricey. Now, according to Ford website, Bronco deliveries are slated to begin in June 2021. Due to the massive demand so far, though the company says reservation holders may have to wait until 2022 calendar year to actually receive their SUV. So there's going to be a long wait. So if you put your order in, just get your life in order and just be ready for those payments. Simply put, the first real competition to the Jeep Wrangler is what this is all about. The Jeep Wrangler has had its decades in and off-road focused body-on-frame SUV with solid rear axle, removable doors, a 2-door model, and tons of customization options. It is also the return of one of Ford's most valuable nameplates, which is what giving Ford the confidence to take on Jeep. You'll be able to get it stripped out or optioned up, with over 200 accessories available at launch. And because it's focused on the off-road and adventure, all Broncos is going to come with Bronco Off-Road Driving School, an outdoor experience. So that's going to be another awesome thing, folks. There's so much detail and so much sumptuous details that you just can't put your hand around this. And also, if you don't want to get this off-road utilitarian package where you can just do anything, anywhere, anytime, the Bronco also comes with the Bronco Sport, which isn't a slightly faster version of the standard Bronco. It's an entirely different vehicle that shares its underpinnings with the Ford Escape. Essentially, inside of a hardcore off-road truck, it's a more conventional crossover that's cheaper, nicer for on-road driving. Think of it as a Jeep Compass or the Cherokee, more off-road focused than your normal RAV4 or CRV, but not something that'll run with the Wranglers. Now that one's going to be a 1.5 liter 3-cylinder EcoBoost, the standard. And they're also going to have the Badlands, which has a 2.0 liter Turbo 4. Now, we all know about the powertrains that are coming on these babies. The full Fat Bronco 2-door and the 4-door will launch with 2 engines, 270 horsepower 2.3 liter EcoBoost inline 4 and a 310 horsepower 2.7 liter V6. Both can be matted to Ford's 10-speed automatic, but the 2.3 can be optioned with the 7-speed manual. Now, one of those gears is a low-speed crawler gear for off-roading, which we talked about in many, many other videos. So, speaking of which, all Broncos is going to be matted to the 4-wheel drive system. with a terrain response system. So that's gonna be awesome. And we're also waiting for more details on the Bronco Hybrid, but no details made out yet. And we all know about those beautiful goat modes that are coming. One of the core concepts of the Bronco was to make it approachable for first-time off-roaders, while still allowing experienced users a lot of control. That's why the Bronco comes with a set of configurable goes over any type of terrain modes, known as the GOAT mode, which adjusts four-wheel drive, power split, transmission response, throttle tip-in, traction control, and more. They should help you negotiate sand, snow, mud, rocks, and anything else you might encounter. And of course, there's so many other goodies that we also talked about in another video, but this is what it ranged as far as the goodies. The Bronco is going to offer locking front and rear differentials to help negotiate treacherous terrain, just like the Wrangler. Unlike the Wrangler though, it'll get a low-speed off-road cruise control that delicately controls the throttle over slippery ground. Like the Toyota Crawl Control, it will also get a Trail Turn Assist feature, which will send more power to the outside wheel on a turn and slow the inner wheel to have reduced the turning circle on tight bends. And that's just awesome, folks. I mean, these three pictures are definitely nice too. And behind it looks like those are frames, but who knows? They might be Bronco frames, who knows? But those frames, I think they go on either cars or trucks. It's a pretty cool picture of these three beautiful Broncos next to each other. Now in the Bronco, you should also be able to enable the one-pedal driving, meaning the truck stops completely if you lift off the brake. That's just awesome. For situations that require a lot of articulation, the Bronco Badlands will also have a stabilizer bar disconnect that can allow for more wheel travel. High-speed rough terrain driving will be aided by available positioning-sensitive shock absorbers. Oh, and the Bronco one-ups the Jeep with the available 35-inch tire. Now we all know about Bigfoot, right? No, the Sasquatch package. Now if there's one must-have option for enthusiasts, it's the Sasquatch package. As the Bigfoot nameplate implied, it's the one with the oversized shoes. It includes 35-inch tires, a shorter 4.7 to 1 final drive ratio, position-sensitive built-in shocks, locking axle front and rear, 17-inch bed-like capable wheels, a suspension lift kit, and a higher-mounted fender flares. Ford says the Sasquatch package is currently planned. They had at one point planned it to be automatic only, but that has changed, folks. It's also going to be a manual. But if you want one, I believe you're going to have to wait till later to get the manual. We already know about the base model stick shift Bronco. This is the automotive reviews, guys. Thanks for watching, and thanks for listening, and thanks for subscribing. And if no one told you today, I'm telling you that you are fabulous. Now just imagine that camera is going to be right here, folks. somewhere located in the wheel cover. Not the wheel cover, but located in the wheel, and the wheel cover won't fit. This is the Automotive Reviews. Have an awesome day.
If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more interesting videos.